He says that you have the color of like the rain cloud, which in the course in the hot season, summer season of India, this is when the rain cloud comes and it's pregnant with water and so forth, just to see it as a relief, cooling, it's going to shower us, right? Of course, as an aside, you might know, clouds in Braj Vrindavan Leela thought to be inside the rasa. Because rain clouds, because they have the same color of Krishna. They're like him. They're not different from him. This is how the gopis think. All those clouds, they're all friends of Krishna. And they, like the cowherd friends, they remind us of him. You see, this relationship between Sakya Rasa and Madhurya Rasa is also very intimate. It's a very beautiful thing. These are the only two rasas that are compatible in Braj. Compatible means they nourish one another, rather than causing one another to one Mukhya Rasa that's incompatible, mixing with another will cause one of them to contract. After all, this is a romantic comedy of adolescence. That's what it is. All the boys, have sisters. Krishna's in love with all of them. Everybody knows everybody. Krishna goes to the forest on the pretext of herding cows and being dharmic, but his mother and father are so proud of him. After they get over the shock that their son will be gone all day, there's a transition that they go through. Krishna's uncles will help. He wants to be a cowherd. Nanda Maharaj can't hear of that. What to speak of Yashoda? She will say, your father has so many servants and assistants. Yes, you may be a son of a cowherd, but you don't have to be a cowherd. You just stay home. In that forest, it's deep and dark and so forth. So Nanda's uncles, they become prominent at this time because Krishna wants to be a cowherd, but he can't talk about it with his father. With his uncles, who are very happy now to have his company, they can talk about it. And then when Nanda comes there, we go quiet. What are you talking about? One of the young brother, like Nanda, says, Nanda, here's the thing. You're older now. And what really for your life as a parent, father, to be complete, you want to see your son take over the business. Give it new energy. What does it mean for you? So they start to work on him, on Krishna's behalf, so that he becomes, his head starts to turn on it. Yeah, that sounds right. That's my son, he should take over the business, and we'll be so proud of him. So then he's in a position now, Nanda Maharaj, to convince Yashoda, we have to let this happen. On the pretext, anyway, as I said, on the premise of herding cows, Krishna really wants to just go play with his friends. There's not much herding to do. The cows are fairly attached to Krishna. He just has to nod his head and move his eyebrows, call their names, and so forth. But on the pretext of playing with his friends, he's in the forest to meet with the gopis, right? They're serving in this way, they're assisting in this way. Balaram's not directly involved in the gopis, in Gopi Bhav, but indirectly he's very much involved, leading cowherd boys out to herd. And in midday, when Krishna wants to sneak off with a couple of Namasakras, whose Sakya Bhav is mixed with Madhurya and meet with the gopis, Balaram will take care of the rest of the gopis. They'll come with me. That's why Krishna glorifies Balaram at the beginning of Gaunda Leela, the 15th chapter of the 10th canon. It's his tribute to Balaram. Glorifying him in Hasya Rasa. Then all the boys will attach themselves to Balaram. Krishna says, excuse me for a minute, I'm just going to go check out the forest. And they're so consumed then, these cowherd boys, by love of Balaram and the sport and so forth that takes place, that when Krishna's gone for several hours, when he comes back, they look at the sun and say, hey, you were gone for a long time. The sun's it's just about to set. You've been gone for a long time. Where were you? Oh, they don't have to make up excuses where he was and so forth. And so that's a nice story. So here Brahma is describing him. He says that you were like a cloud. Your complexion is like a cloud. This color sham, of course, is the color of romantic love. All the colors in Indian aesthetics, there's an emotion identified with them. So sham is the color of romantic love. Balaram is whitish, and this is the color of hasya. So he presides over the hasya ras, which is the best friend of sakya ras. They're very compatible. It's a secondary ras, but they're best friends. So Namudite Bra, Vapuse, his body, his complexion is like a dark cloud, and Tadiramuraya, dark cloud in which lightning, silver electric lightning is flashing. This is his dress. It's a golden color, like the color of Radhika's complexion. Right? He says that. And, well, okay, Narayan looks like that too. So it sounds like he's offering obeisance to Krishna, who is the avatar of Narayan. He looks like Narayan. But then he goes on and he wants to differentiate now. I've understood something new here, he says. Gunjavatamsa, Paripitula Sanmukaya. And you are decorated not with emeralds and gold and ornaments that in and of themselves are beautiful, stunning, opulent, and so forth, but with gunja berries that you can just pick up from the forest bush and string and make an earring out of them. Gunja, and you have a crown, but it's just the peacock feather that's scattered on the ground. And because you're wearing one, all your friends are wearing one too. They also, we'll do it also. Not only that, but they're putting the peacock on Krishna, is implied here. These ornaments that he has, these sakas are decorating him in the forest. And they're praying, they are extensions, expressions of their praying. And he's seeing that these ordinary items, which would not be very attractive even, but speak of worshipful, because they're actually expressions of the praying of the boys who are decorating him. He's drawn into this type of love that they have that exceeds in intimacy and so forth. All of Vaikuntha is distinguishing him from Narayan. Vasanmukaya, your face is so radiant. So he has a flower garland made from, not parijata flowers from heaven, but just like dandelions and some weeds. Turn them into flowers, make a bouquet out of them. Make a bouquet out of weeds, put them in Krishna's hand and become the most beautiful vase bouquet that you could possibly encounter, given the spirit with which it was given and so forth, and his acceptance of it. And then, Kavala Vedra, Vishana Vena, so here's some of these udipanas for Sakya. So he's got a stick for herding cows, and a horn under his left arm, and his Venu. This is the first place he's described like this with his Venu. So, this comes in Sakya Ras, part of his paraphernalia. Lakshma Srijay Virupade Pasapamajaya. And Kabbalah. And he has in his hand some yogurt, rice, simple offering, and so forth. Lakshma Srijay Virupade Pasapamajaya. So these characteristics. Soft feet. Mridupade. His feet, he's too small now for his feet to make footprints. His foot is not developed enough that all those auspicious lines are manifest. It doesn't weigh enough to make footprints. Then will come in his Pogandalila. When he enters into boyhood, this will be a characteristic. Here Brahma's described him. Praise unto you, most venerable one, O son of the cowherd, Nanda, Pashupam Gajaya. Your body resembles a rain cloud wrapped in a garment of lightning. Your face is resplendent, framed as it is with gunjaberry earrings and a crown of peacock's tail feathers. You are beautifully set apart from others by this ornamentation, as well as by your forest flower garland, horn, flute, and herding stick, as you stand before me on your tender feet with a morsel of food in your hand. Brahmaji ki Jaya. This is the beginning of his very, very nice prayer, very beautiful description of Krishna. And what is the time?